Give the shout outs too when they come in. They can feel, you know? For the rock, at least for like a minute. That's Big Lou right there, showing love. Big Lou, I see you, baby. Keep working hard, Lou, I see you. Anybody popping? Show them love.
What's good, Holly? What's happening?
That's Miss Hot Wheels, baby.
Miss
You gotta say Miss Hot Wheels.
She right on time, right on time. Wait,
She can't wait to see MP.
wait. I get it. Can't win. We're gonna get the numbers. The numbers right now
Yeah.
are 23 and 17.
We gonna keep it
58%.
clean. We gonna keep it clean too, Holly.
58%, that's the numbers right now. For 3 plays,
Can't beat that.
Can't complain.
We giving y'all money,
Can't complain.
and we ain't making a damn thing. That's real talk. Not yet.
2-1 last week. Still above 55%. We had 58%. Trying to get back to 60%. Got an extra play this week. So stay tuned because we don't got just 3 plays. We got 4 plays.
Are we giving them that fourth
We're
play?
gonna give them that 4th play.
They
Why not?
deserve it.
But you know it's December, Christmas coming up.
They
Why
deserve
not?
it?
Why not?
All right.
Why not? They probably had to have full Thanksgiving. We're giving them a 4th play. They can eat.
Right. Edgar, what up, man? What's up, people? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Al York Sports Show with my boy Noah Parker. We here to talk to y'all, man. Did you already explain the situation on where we at with the betting and all that?
Yeah. We,
Let them hear one more time for the new people coming in.
17. We've been doing it since probably week 3 or 4, 5 around there. I mean, we keep it funky. 2-1 every week or 3-0. I mean,
We had an 0-3
have
week.
a couple bad weeks.
We had an 0-3 week, but we came right back with a couple
For the
2
most part,
months.
we keeping it consistent, staying over 55%, and staying. If you've been following us, you made money.
All right, real quick. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. Shout out to Syndicate Radio TV, One Voice, Vegas Divas, the Champ D Beeman, Tony Sports, and my boy Justin You. And Credit Fix, never too late. I keep telling motherfuckers.
I don't know why they're waiting on.
I keep telling people, let me get it right. I got to keep it clean. I keep telling people, who's Credit Fix, IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Gabrielle, I see you, baby, and I love your support. I want you to know that. I know you know it's people's. I really love your support. You always checking in on us. Okay, let's get right to it, man. Big situation this week during the Baltimore Ravens San Francisco 49er game. And to me, I think it kind of hurted the fantastic game itself. Even though a lot would disagree with me, it didn't hurt anything. The game was still fabulous. It was still like an old school Lyle Alzado,
Right.
you know, what's this guy, Jack Lambert type of game where it was just like some heavyweight bout.
Felt like an old school football.
Yes, it definitely was an old school football game. But what got me upset, I see you, Judy Howell. I see you, girl. The announcer said something that was very racial. He said of Lamar Jackson that he's really good at the fake with his dark skin color and the dark football and the dark uniform.
It all blends in.
It all blends in. He kind of tried to make that look like that it was safe to say that. And you know, right now in the social media, the kind of social media we dealing with, you got to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. I'm watching the N-word, and I used that for years where it wasn't even utilized wrong, but I got to watch that. And to him to come out the blue saying all of this, talk to him. I want to hear Noah Parker's take on that.
He said the fake option. You know, when you do the play action, you can't
Right.
tell if the ball is going. So he said it.
Even if he's right, he shouldn't
He
say it.
didn't mean to say it in that context, I'm sure, but it came out wrong, and everybody hit Twitter with it. You know, complained about it right away. And in today's world, social media, once they catch a hold of it, it goes viral, then
It's a wrap.
you got no chance. So I know what he meant to say, and I'm sure everybody knew what he meant to say, but it just came out probably in the wrong vernacular. And after that, he was in, he's behind the 8 ball there. There's nothing he could really say or do. got suspended. So usually when you get suspended, it's a wrap. Like
Did you hear the suspension or
No, I
or
just heard
they
it was.
come out yet?
I just heard it was suspended, kind of indefinite, like not a real time frame. But you already know it's gonna be a wrap, just because you're gonna have everybody complain about it. You got the whole situation, that's what's been going on with Kaepernick and everything. And when a quarterback like Lamar Jackson's excelling, people gonna try to find ways to say negative things about him, and being the fact that he.
That's a great point. Hold on, let me intervene real quick.
opposing
That's a great
announcer.
point. It's kind of like you're taking away from what Lamar's
Right,
doing.
taking something away from.
That's a great point. Get continue. I just had to cut him real fast.
Because if it was Achilles Smith they were talking about, who was an old quarterback.
I remember
that
Smith.
was terrible.
Terrible quarterback.
Nobody would have cared.
Played with
'cause
the
he ain't-
Bengals.
Right. He ain't doing nothing. I mean, you could talk about him. It don't mean nothing. But since it's somebody like
What's good, Casper?
the MVP front runner right now, the man that beat Tom Brady, the man that's doing everything I mean, he looks like he's got more hype than almost Patrick Mahomes had last year. That much hype. Anything that gets
Almost equally, right?
Right. Only
Because
thing
I don't think he passed.
right.
Mahomes.
No,
Mahomes was through the
just
roof.
the same amount of hype.
There you go.
Just I'm saying, anything negative will be scrutinized, and that's what happened. And it's an unfortunate situation, but
Though
hey,
he used the wrong words.
yeah,
though, dog. I mean,
it's kind of like
I know he stood away from the word black, though. I'm gonna
Right.
give him that.
right. It
tried
reminds
to
me of
flip
Howard
it a dog.
Cosell, though.
Right.
I remember when Howard Cosell said something about a running back, compared him to an animal. He said it on.
You
the
sure
air.
that was Cosell?
Yeah,
Because Jimmy the
it
Greek
was-
also did
yeah,
that.
He did that too. They both.
Yeah, Jimmy the Greek said something that the brothers
derogatory, right?
are better because they
Right.
bigger.
No, Howard Cosell something about look at that little monkey go. And when
Oh,
he said it
wow.
like that on Monday Night
Wow.
Football,
Wow.
he got scrutinized.
Was he Pat Summerall on it? Was he drinking?
No.
Because you know Pat Summerall used to drink on the set, man. I love Pat Summerall, but he used to drink on the set.
It's kind of like today's age of something that was said back then. He said it did not meaning to be derogatory, but it came out that way. And of course, in today's world, there's so much more scrutiny and backlash with social media. So,
And like you said, it's going to get taken to a different level because of Lamar Jackson, how he's doing this year.
Right.
And he's got a lot of supporters because a lot of people love that guy.
course.
He's just a quiet going guy.
Yep, doing his
His
thing.
teammates would die for him.
So it didn't look good. Not a great situation there, and you would never have heard the Ravens announcer say that. I mean, of course, it was the opposing team announcer saying that, and these two teams could meet up in the Super Bowl. So it was this is not just a 10 a.m. game that nobody was watching like Jacksonville and the Jets or something. This was the two biggest teams in.
He might be
both
launched, man.
conferences.
He might not come back
That's
behind
what I'm
that.
saying. When you get suspended like that,
Yeah, he might not
pretty
come
much-
back for that. They might send him to college football or
Probably
some
a
shit.
wrap. In my high
Start
school.
doing Ohio, the MAC League and shit like that.
Probably a
North to
wrap.
Illinois. Yeah, he ain't gonna get on the stage for the Niners representing like that. Cause that's a hit to the organization that they did not need.
Right.
But let's move on. Let's not overkill. I know you want to talk about. Yeah, tell them what you want to talk about.
I want to know what you think about your boy after Thanksgiving,
Cameron Gidgey, man, love.
after a nice Thanksgiving victory for my Buffalo Bills.
Spanked on my Cowboys. I don't know how the hell. It actually was the only loss on our 3 picks on my
I
team.
mean, I try to tell you, but it's all good.
Oh, you trying to tell me?
Hey,
But we was
We
up
had-
7-zip, and we could have went up 14.
this
You was
is
quiet.
a revenge spot from '94 when Leon Lett was throwing the ball out. And,
Oh, man.
So we still mad about that. So we came at y'all.
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
man. I love your
Okay,
little
man.
wide receiver, number 89. What's his name?
Oh, that's how Steve
Tasker.
Tasker. Yeah.
I used to
Steve
love Steve Tasker.
But the question overall is, what do you think about Jason Garrett, and should he still be coaching this team
Gone.
after this
He
season?
should be
Or
gone.
he
No,
should be
right
gone
now.
Right now. Okay.
Not now. I'm gonna say my man saying back in the days. Not now, right now. Jason Garrett should have been gone years ago. I understand why Jerry Jones keeps him because he's kind of like Pat Ryland it with Spoelstra, where he's coaching through these individuals. They're coaching through the individuals. That's why Jimmy Johnson, let me say these J's right because you had to correct me last week, was the best coach for the Cowboys, but not the best situation for Jones because Jones wants to basically run the whole program. He don't want to hire somebody where he sit back on some Robert Kraft. I was going to use a word I'm not supposed to. On some Robert Kraft situation where Kraft just got to just watch the game
Right.
and clap.
That's it.
No, Jones wants in on draft picks, which, by the way, him and his son's been real good recruiting, by the way. He wants to not play calling, but he has the game plan, last saying on what they're gonna do for that game. He's got to fall back. The guy's a billionaire, got chips under his belt. He just needs to fall back. If you hear a lot of stuff, yo, Donnell, I see you, baby. That's my man, Goose. He's got to fall back and let a coach run this organization. Let a coach do his job. Like Bill Belichick says, do your job. Mm-hmm. Don't do the job for the coach because now he's a mannequin.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming everything on Garrett. As much as I want to, Garrett's got to do what's coming up from up top. And what you said, Pee Wee Herman coordinator, explain to what that means real fast.
I was just talking about Kellen Moore, former Boise State quarterback, looking like Pee Wee Herman. They hired him.
Great Boise State quarterback.
He was the next big thing, though. He's going to be the next head coach somewhere. He's got all this hype, and now he look like he's the problem more than Jason Garrett. His offense is lacking. But, hey, that's some Cowboys for you right now. It's sad because everybody likes to see America's team, quote unquote.
We ain't America's team no more.
Do well, but
we ain't America's team. We the America's team to hate.
America's team to laugh at.
To hate. You know what I'm saying? New England been took over that title. New England been took over.
You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving.
Yo, but to Jason Garrett's defense, he's 83-65 in the regular season, which is 55.6%. It's not as good as I reckon in free picks, but he's around there. Right. And he's 2-3 in the postseason. I think he should go back to coordinator. I wouldn't even mind keeping him as a coordinator because I like Garrett as a person. He's just not fit for this head coaching thing. And it's sad because he's taking all the weight when Jones is, like I said, Jones is running it through him like Pat Riley did was supposed to. So I got to say, get him the F out of there, bro.
Okay.
You got to get him the F out of there, make him a coordinator, a consultant, something. But we got some questions. Let me see what my man Goose got.
Goose said, Jerry Jones is the problem with the Cowboys. Garrett is the scapegoat. Not exonerating Garrett, but this has been the issue. It's been the issue for many years, too.
That's what I just said, Goose. So great minds think alike. That's what I just said. He's coaching through Jones, or Jones is coaching through Garrett.
Quarterback coach.
And, it's just... move him down, man. I don't really want him out of the organization. I think he's a Dallas Cowboy. I remember he played backup for all those years, won that big game against Green Bay that I'll never forget on Thanksgiving, which was a huge game. But keep him in the organization, but get him out the head spot. He can't be the head coach. Get him out of there. Okay, next topic. We're going to jump into boxing, man. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. That's why I sat there, baby. This Saturday, we got another huge event. We got Anthony Joshua, a.k.a. AJ, 22-1-0, 21 Ks. Only defeat was to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, a.k.a. the Destroyer. I love that name, by the way. I love that Destroyer. Lived up to that name the last time they had a fight. Knocked down Joshua 4 different occasions.
Man.
And the Destroyer is 33-1 with 22 Ks, so he ain't no cakewalk. Even though he looked like Nacho Libre coming into that fight, what you said. I'm not going to get credit for your joke. No, and I had me laughing. Now, the fight, they got Josh Rush at -250, Ruiz at +200. Talk to the peoples and tell them what's the safe way to go about it. Ernest Vega, I see you, baby.
Initially, I looked at that line. I said, man, that's too short.
Jason.
It should be -400. Revenge spot,
400 after that beating he took, though.
I just thought,
after that beating he took, because he got outclassed every aspect.
Because he took him lightly.
I'm agree with that, but like Mike Tyson said, when you get hit, all that supposed to come out.
Yeah.
All that lightly stuff.
Right.
It wasn't like he lost the fight that he was winning and they hitting each other.
It was dominant all the
He was getting rocked. Like, when you gonna wake up? He never woke up in that fight.
But that fight, I think he can prepare from that. He knows what happened. He can watch the tapes as many times as he wanted to. He can see what his mistakes were, his flaws, and he can.
That's what I like. The recap. Right. I like the fact that he can watch video games.
It's not just walking in now, get punched in the mouth in the first round, and you got 2 minutes to sit on the stool and think like, man, I gotta figure something out. It's right. 5. He had months to figure it out. He got criticized. He got talked about.
Goose said Josh Watch inside 9. So I agree with you. I got 8. Goose, but go ahead.
I can see that, but I know Ruiz knows that he wants to tell people this ain't a fluke.
Jeffrey Ford.
So he gonna come out too. I mean, this is a tough fight for me because I want to lay that short number. It's not a short number. 250 ain't short, but it ain't 500. It's still 250. It's enough to lay the number.
When you got flow, 2,500 wins you a quick 1,000.
Right, exactly.
Real flow, 250,000 wins you 100,000.
Right. But I'm talking about, this ain't a number like minus 500 where you just not going to
Yeah, retarded boxing numbers.
This is 250 where it's still low enough to lay that juice if you think Joshua comes back and wins this fight.
So you definitely see knockout.
I definitely see Joshua winning.
Because what I was thinking, why not take the distance?
You never know. That one punch can end it quick. I mean, Ruiz don't look like... I mean, he still looks like a tomato can, but he ain't a tomato can. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to take this dude lightly.
Well, Mike Tyson spoke highly of him, saying that the guy's a warrior.
And he fought well. I mean, he hasn't had any real bad fights. It's just
Sylvester Stallone said he reminded him of his movie. So what I'm asking you is, was that his moment? And now he comes back to reality and lays an egg.
That's why I'm laying the 250 because I'm going to bet against that that was his moment.
Okay, so can we give that out without putting it on our free plays?
No, I'm just saying if I'm leaning to anything, I would lean to that. And I would even wait until the night of the fight, which is in Saudi Arabia.
Donnell said put 200 on it.
Sure.
Donnell, just put 250 to win 100. Don't put 200. Put 250 to win 100. At least get 100 out of it.
10th round, Antonio. Oh.
Yeah, that's my boy. He's the underdog. He like the teams that you don't expect. Yeah. I feel you, T. I ain't mad at you, T.
It's in Saudi Arabia.
What we seen, anything's possible. The Destroyer went in there. That's exactly what he did. He destroyed him. I mean, I watched the fight this morning with 3 hours sleep. Because I tell you, I do the graveyard. Before my man Noah Parker got here, I was watching that fight. Yo, he was dogging him.
He caught him by surprise.
Because you know how we kind of forget, a year later, so much things go on. Mm-hmm. I had to rewatch the fight, and I mean, he destroyed him so bad I almost changed my play for the day on that fight.
He just looks like he can't fight. But
I know a lot of cats like that, and they can fight.
They can fight. That's what I'm saying.
So don't you think if a guy put, let's say, $50 to play would be?
Yeah,
I think look, I got it right now. I got it for you guys. Right. If you're betting under $100, take a risk with Ruiz with the plus 200. But if you're gonna lay flow, take Joshua. If you're gonna put 250 to win 100, 2,500 to win 1,000, 250,000 to win 100,000, then you take Joshua because this is the fight he was supposed to win to get Wilder. And I think this fight got Fight 3 written all over it.
After this, it could be.
And who's to say they didn't sign off on Fight 3? That's another thing we have to start finding out because that tells you the winner right there.
Right.
Because when Pacquiao fought Timothy Bradley, there was a Fight 2 clause that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And everybody who's seen the fight knew Pac-Man ate Bradley up. But at the end of the fight, what they did, ding, 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 Timothy Bradley, right? Because that's what boxing's made of. It's corrupted, unfortunately, although the event itself is magnificent.
Right.
It doesn't take away from that. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth when they score the way they score. Yeah. And that's why you messed me up that day when you said the judges had them 5-1. You had me mad that day, and then you asked me what I had. I said, 5-1 Ruiz, right? You didn't even tell me, yo, I was lying.
No,
I'm mad at you still at that.
I did tell you I was bullshit.
Yo, Big Shook, man, I see you, baby. I love you, Shook. Yeah, so, any last things before we move on?
I want to see a good fight regardless, and I think Joshua figures it out.
Look at Louis said, let's go to the videotape. Warner Wolf, baby, I see you, Lou. That's Warner Wolf, yeah, man.
But, hey, at the end of the day, I think Joshua wants to, knock him out. No judges get involved.
Pac Horn fight too. You're right, Darnell. Right. Darnell, you asked him. I lost 1,000 that fight. I had the Dodgers and Pacquiao watching it in Silverton in the big screen. I thought I won. Timothy Bradley was in the building, by the way. That should have told me I lost right out the gate. Timothy Bradley was covering that fight, and Joe Horns at wherever he lived at, Australia or whatever. So you're right, Goose. I got you on that. Good, brother.
Yeah, so I just want to see a good fight, like as usual. Make.
Are you going to the fight? No, you're not going over there. My bad. If it would have been in Vegas, if it would have been in Vegas,
Saudi Arabia, I don't think I can get on a plane that fast, but I would if I could.
Okay, so that's it with that fight there. If you guys got any questions, be more than happy to put them out. Now we going to college football. I'm gonna ask Noah a tough question. A coach that I really like, and Goose, if you on, I'm pretty sure you like this individual also, which is Jim Harbaugh, an ex-Stanford coach. ex-49er coach, a current Michigan Wolverine coach, and I think he also coached Toledo, if I'm correct, one of those
Somewhere down
teams
there.
before there. I love me some Jim Harbaugh, but when you 0-5 against the Ohio State Buckeyes, who they basically hire you to defeat this program on top of having a great record and getting a nice spot in bowl games or in the playoffs, and you can't complete your mission, though his record is 47-17, which says a lot, but he's not finishing. So my take to you is, should they continue to ride this boat or go the other way?
The problem is,
take.
I don't know who else is out there, really, that could be better than Harbaugh. He just can't get over the hump. I mean, Urban Meyer was gone. He still couldn't beat.
Urban Meyer out there, but he won't go there, though.
Yeah, no.
He won't go there, though.
I said after last week on the predictions, I said if Ohio State blows them out, I think that Harbaugh's done. So I got to go with that. But I think he did enough to maybe
Hold
get
on.
one more year.
Good call on that.
Oh, yeah.
He did call a blowout. I was telling him if they win, they're going to win a close game. Michigan's going to show up. They showed up in the first half, first quarter, whatever. But Noah was right on that. Good call on that blowout. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they did beat Notre Dame, though, in a pick'em spot. I'm pretty sure that was in the Big House.
Yeah, they got some big wins.
They had some wins that might have kept his job safe. But, I mean, you've seen coaches go down anyway. Sanchez,
You can't lose to the
Washington, what's his name, left. He beat his rival, Washington State. And
Can't lose to the
left
Buckeyes.
Peterman. So you've seen these coaches step down anyway. I mean, I don't think Harbaugh's going to step down. But, I mean, he got destroyed at home again. I mean, he was closer a couple years ago. So either they're not making any headway or they're going backwards. So they got to figure it out.
I'm going to tell you what's killing him. Harbaugh is a fighter. His nickname is Captain Comeback, if you remember that.
I remember that, yeah.
He does not want to live this alma mater in a way that if he left right now, it won't be a successful situation for him.
Right.
Even though he got the great record.
Right.
In college, he's 103-40. He's 2-4 in bowl games. Me personally, I think he should take it back to the NFL and put his pride to the side a little bit and take one of these NFL franchises and get them going like he did the Niners. Not that he finished anything with the Niners, but I felt he had them overachieving with Colin Kaepernick, etc.
Okay.
Go back to the NFL. Right now, it would take him to come back next year and win it all just to break even for these bad bowl games and the way he looked against Ohio State Buckeyes. I think he will have to win a chip just to break even. And I think that's what he wants to do. But do they have enough to win a chip? I don't think so. Your take before we move on.
Offensively, they just don't have the firepower. That's the
They
thing.
seem little when they play Ohio State, the Georgias.
Right. They look like
They just
look
got
like the
little
brother.
recruits.
Look like the
Yeah,
little brother.
you got a fighting team.
You would think
but he don't got no big bodies.
And I thought that's what was going to be one of the high points of him is recruiting. Like he's Jim Harbaugh, of course. You know, you can get guys to sign at that school as Michigan. I mean, but they're just not excelling and they're not performing, and that's the problem. So either they stick with him because there's going to be nobody else out there, or they let him go.
Wow. So we're not doing maybe. I told you I want
Let him
Garrett
go.
out. What's going to
Let him
happen?
go.
Well,
Yeah.
get him out of there. You heard it on the Raw Truth. He wants him out. I say I want him out. I want to see him back in the NFL. I would love to see him with my Dallas Cowboys. I think that'd be a perfect marriage. Let's keep it going. Now we're going to go to another great coach who actually, to me, is the greatest ever, at least in my era. Now, I'll be sounding kind of foolish to say all time, but I'm going to say in my era, it's Nick Saban.
Okay.
The Alabama Crimson Tide. Tough loss last week. I didn't like when they interviewed him and he blamed it on the referee, which I understand the referee messed up the call, but you gave up 48 points. Your first words are going to be the referee because of the 12 man on the field on a field goal. Was it a field goal attempt? Or no, a punt attempt?
You're right.
You're not going to mention that you gave up not 48. They gave up like 41 because one was a pick six, if I'm correct. Why wasn't that the first thing being said? I want to hear you break this down because I know you know a lot about Saban. I'm a Saban fan. I love what he did in Alabama, and I love what he continues to do. But I was totally against what he said in that interview. I want you to take
Well, you
talk to
know,
the peoples.
first off, he's not used to losing, so he don't already.
What's up, Marisol?
You're not used to losing, so you don't know what to really say, but maybe give excuses or whatever. So right off, I think it hit him. You know, he was
Dog,
still
he's
clouded.
too intelligent. Like Bill Belichick would never do that.
Yeah, but he gets more emotional than Bill Belichick, though. You can
I
see
agree.
it on the field.
I agree. You see what he went. See, but one thing about Saban that confuses a lot of people, like you said, his emotions. I seen him up 56 zip, and he's slamming his chalkbook on the floor.
You won't see Belichick do anything.
No, but
56
why does
nothing down.
Saban do stuff like that?
He's just emotional.
Even to die young.
He gets
No, but you gotta listen. You gotta laugh when you're supposed to laugh.
That's not him though.
He want to be mad. It's almost
not
like
him.
he want to be mad. Like
not
he come to work
He
and he
wants
hope to
perfection.
God. Yeah, he hope to God something go wrong so he could be taking it out on everybody. Because you don't be up 56 zip and got your team thinking that they ain't doing a good job for the day.
He reminds me of drill instructors in the Marine Corps. Like
Great example.
you got day one perfection, immaculate. You know, everything has to be to a T, white glove, you know, nothing messed up at all. And that's just his style of coaching. So he sees any little mistake, he gonna point it out, he gonna let you know that you know about it, that he knows. And it's just a whole different outlook than somebody like Bill Belichick that's just stoic. And you can't tell if he's happy or mad. You can't tell if it's 56-0 or
Venom.
0 to 56. You can't tell. So it's just different styles, and I think he lets it get to him. So he tried not to take it out on the reporter and just say what he felt on his mind at the time. He was still clouded. It just happened. And, you know, I can't really be mad at him because that's just the way he is. That's who he is as a person.
No, he's successful being that way.
Right.
So you
And it's always
can't
worked.
you can't take that away. So to back him up, he's 242 and 65-1 as a career head coach. In Alabama, he's 151 and 23.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because if you remember, when he took over the program, they weren't nothing.
No, yeah. They were,
I mean, they were nothing. I mean, many years prior they were.
right.
But when he took over, they were barely 500 or underneath 500. So to go 151 and 23, it's incredible. And he's 14 and 10 in bowl games.
Right, great with
And he's got like 6 championships. So he's great. He got 4-time SEC Coach of the Year. To me, he's the best that ever did it. But like I said, I could be biased because it's only on my time. But he's the best. Now, real quick question to you. Does he continue to dominate college football, or you think these other teams kind of caught up to his way of winnings and they picked up, and not to mention all these great coordinators that he's losing every year on top of players going one and out, two
No,
and out?
I think he's still going to be at a top level. He's always going to get recruits.
Right.
At Alabama, they see you excel at that level, and then you go on to the pro level. He's always going to be able to just do it that way. He's not a.
So he's going to have to go Calipari's route,
No,
kind
I
of,
don't
right?
think.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't think he's going to go to that extreme. And I don't see him going nowhere either. He's not going to leave Alabama, where he's got to.
He better go to the NFL. He had a bad,
Yeah,
a
he's not
couple
going
years
back to
over there. He ain't like that
Dolphins.
experience.
But you know, he'll be all right. And I think he's going to concentrate more on defense, which was his strong suit for years in the early 2000s or 2010s, and you know, it's kind of fallen by the wayside because he's been more offensive. You know, he was more of a defensive coach. Now he's become more of a. He didn't really use Jalen Hurts to the level he could have, but hey.
What this
Tua
dude's
is gonna
saying
be
right here?
A beast.
Good auntie Rose Blaze. I say what's up. My bad, Rose Blaze. What's good, man? I hope you ain't feeling a certain type of way, man.
I don't know what we talking about. Goose said,
Yeah. Rose Blaze, don't feel a certain way. It's hard for us to get to everybody while we dialing it up. So if you have enough sense to know that, we dialing it up, man.
I don't know what you talking about.
You dare one of us to say what, Rose Blaze?
I don't know what you talking
What are you saying, bro?
about.
You ain't got no punks here, bro. If that's what you thinking, stop watching the show. Like, go somewhere else with it. There's no punks here.
Goose said he gets his hissy fit moment. You can't give up 40 and complain that the refs took it from you. That's not how this works. Yeah, hey, that's just the way he is, Goose. I know you've seen it too. All right, go on. What's the next topic?
Anyway, I'm not gonna pay mind to that. But Rose Blaze, listen, don't feel like that.
Next topic. Go on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. Cause I'm the type, I pay mind to stuff like that. Cause there ain't no punks here, bro. So Pittsburgh Steelers. I had my show the other day. 15 quickest minutes. I had my whole take on Mike Tomlin. The people want to hear Noah Parker. I want to hear you. If they don't want to hear you, I want to hear you.
As a coach, what he's doing, or just in the
Coach of the year, I got him right now for what he has done with next to nothing as far as coming out of the QB.
I think the way he moved on from Mason Rudolph was big because a lot of people thought Rudolph was going to be the guy that's taking over for Roethlisberger. He's going to be this second coming. I mean, he's the guy that's taking the torch away from him. Hey, I'm the next. And he was able to move on from that because he could see the flaws that he had in his game. It wasn't just the whole helmet situation with Myles Garrett, all that. No. He was playing. You could tell his level dropped when people started getting tape of him. And Rudolph wasn't the same guy. So to make that switch to the third string quarterback,
oh man, but he don't
that was
look.
huge.
I seen a lot of games in college, and I understand it's college.
Who, Rudolph?
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean he was playing a 5 wide.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is he was flinging that rock, man. Okay. Now, all right, guys being open, I understand it's not going to happen in the NFL. The windows are real small. But at least look like the guy that you looked like when you was flinging. He don't even look like the same guy.
It's the difference when you play a pro-style offense and a college.
But throw the ball the same way. I mean, whether it's a completion or not, he don't look the same. He look like a whole new bodies in him. Like
it's kind of like like Kellen Moore though in the NFL. Remember him at Boise State, and then you remember him in the NFL. It was like a shell. It was
there. You go.
And then just like some of these,
a lot of other guys.
Case Keenum.
I got you.
Another guy that was just going crazy at Houston, throwing 5. I just can't. And then you get in that pro style, it's different. But I mean, I like the fact that they moved this Sunday night game, Steelers Bills. This not just because it's my team, but it's because it's the Steelers too, and both teams are fighting for playoff position in the AFC. So he's getting a lot of recognition. People are seeing what he's doing, and a lot of people wrote off Tomlin and saying he should have been fired. I was one of them.
Let me interject. They were underachieving when they had this great formula, when they had the Blunts, the Bells, the Browns, etc. Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
That team should have won a couple of chips. They did not.
No. Right.
Now you got, who you got? The guy from Sanford Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got Mason Rudolph that's not performing.
Yeah.
His defense is playing good enough to win. The team is playing great. How are you 7-5 with shuffling quarterbacks in that tough division?
Right.
Yeah.
And remember, you also got to remember Le'Veon Bell's gone, Antonio Brown's gone. I mean, it's a whole different team, and they were written off saying the Ravens are going to run away with the division.
Right.
And they're still there. I mean, Steelers are still right there in that division. The Browns underperformed a little bit.
A little bit.
The Bengals
obviously. Everybody had the Browns winning it.
Right.
Me and you was the one that's going to be that they was going to be mediocre.
So, hey, so for what he's doing right now, I wouldn't say he's coach of the year. I wouldn't crown him as coach of the year yet, but he's definitely in the conversation.
He's got to be in the conversation.
Definitely in the
Top
conversation.
3.
Because
people go by coach of the year, best record.
No.
Yeah. No, to me, coach of the year, this identifies coach of the year. Your main quarterback goes down in game 2. You got basically horrible backups.
It's kind of like what Aaron Boone did a little bit. Reminds me of what Aaron Boone did when a lot of the injuries were coming down. They was playing with
Yeah, but baseball's different.
Right.
Offense could carry you in baseball.
Yeah, but I mean, it was
This
bad.
here, when you got quarterbacks that can't hit an open guy for 20 yards, it's different. And it's like I said, they 7-5. Mm-hmm. I can't even believe they got a better record than my Dallas Cowboys. How can I even say that?
That's a good point. A bunch of 2s and 3s starting. Tomlin doing a great job with a trash roster.
Yeah, you got it. And I like their defense, Goose. I love Bush. I love them young guys, Dupree. Yeah, I like Dupree. Yeah, that Fitzpatrick got it. I love their defense. But if they could get a guy behind the helm, they could make one. They could compete with the Baltimore Ravens. But go ahead, bro. Before we close it out.
Shout out to Tomlin for proving me wrong, and he might be able to keep his job longer than I thought because he's doing his thing.
Yeah, you gotta support Mike Tomlin. All you real football fans support Tomlin because they was trashing him like a year and a half ago, bro.
Right.
I mean, they almost ran him out of Pittsburgh, and I always been a Mike Tomlin guy, even though he messing up with that extra 2-point conversion. But to me, that wasn't enough to get him out of town. Let's keep it going, man.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna go to NBA. You want to go to NBA real quick?
Yeah, let's go to NBA.
I can't stop saying I love what Carmelo Anthony's doing, man. I know it's early. I'm not a Melo fan, but I was a Melo trasher.
So you're proving you're wrong.
And guys that know I keep it 100 on my show. If I don't keep it 100, I shouldn't do this show. Melo's balling, man. One player of the week. I know it's early though. A lot of people say, Al, it's early. How you giving him props? My man, you gotta acknowledge what he's doing right out the gate.
I had a guy tell me it was because he played the Bulls twice and he ain't played nobody yet. So of course he put up numbers. But let me see when he plays a real team.
Right.
I was like, man, stop! You still hating on Melo? This is you're supposed to be congratulating for what he's doing because he ain't play all year last year. Now he's out here doing his thing in Portland where he's the third option. Remember, he's not the number one guy. He's behind Damian and C.J. McCollum.
Supposed to be the third option.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely he's becoming number
he's
2.
starting to take over. I mean, he's trying. Hey, I can still ball. Give me the rock. I can still put it in the basket.
And he's been in the gym working. Like I said, I wanted him to work. Now he didn't work on his body physique, but he's definitely look like he's in better shape. And he's kind of like he's in a zone right now, the best way to put it. Like he wants to prove to the world that he belongs. And he definitely does. Good.
Hey, I'm happy for him, and I hope he keeps excelling. It was kind of the perfect situation because if you look at last year, they had Evan Turner in that spot. And Evan Turner ain't no offensive threat. He's always just been a defender, and he's been a good passer, good teammate type guy.
Turner's suspect.
So they gave him way too much money.
Yeah, he's suspect.
So to flip Turner into Melo, offensively, is definitely going to help. You can put Simons off the bench now, let him come in and be a gunner.
Is Whiteside contributing? Because the last time we spoke, he said he wasn't doing
lazy.
nothing.
He's just so lazy, but if he figures it out, he could definitely help that team.
And how about Nurkic? Because I know you've been following him more than me.
When Nurkic gets back, probably around the All-Star break, it's going to make it easier for Whiteside to kind of be the 4, or he'd be 5 or 4, or they could alternate. And it's going to help because Whiteside pretty much is the only threat. Remember, they had the big dude from Indiana shooting threes last year. That was another big dude. They lost all their big dudes, really.
Right.
Because they
Miles Leonard, you mean?
Yeah, Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard's nice.
They're smaller now because they lost a lot of their height. But hey,
they lost a lot when they lost the kid Crab. Crab was coming off the bench for them, doing real good. But they always seem to get another guy that can shoot. I like Bazemore. I told you I like Bazemore. I don't know how he fits in that team, but he's a hustler. He can hit a shot, and he'll D up on your best guy, whether he succeeds or not. Bazemore's a nice pickup for them. Now, do you see playoff in a future with the tough Western Conference?
They could sneak in there still because they.
Oh, so you see them out in one round?
I could see, because they just.
Sister D, I see you, baby.
The way remember Dallas didn't make a play. They can kind of get in there because Dallas, I think, is up top now in the West.
I don't even want to get into Darko and them. Darko's, Doncic.
Yeah, Luka.
Luka's an animal.
I was calling Luka Fluka for a while, but he might not be.
Dog, he's an animal. I seen him step on LBJ. That's all I had to see.
Yeah, he's
step back on LBJ at the Staple.
Yeah, it's
at the Staple. Left his arm in the air like this and looked at LBJ like, you can't guard me, God. Like you can't.
20 years old too.
20 years old. Averaging almost a triple-double, and the team is winning. So it ain't like Trae Young, where Trae Young is putting up these sick numbers, but the Hawks are losing. Doncic got these boys balling. Porzingis, they all going to every game knowing they could win that game.
They're 20-6, and two of their losses are to the Knicks.
Oh, you can't explain that. Probably that's their Joshua shit. They ain't going prepared those games.
There you go, exactly. So shout out to the Mavericks for doing their thing too. I think they're trying to make some noise in the West. And it's going to be an interesting race because the Rockets are still balling hard and dropping 40 a game, whatever.
Right.
And then you got the Battle of L.A., the Clippers and the Lakers. Both of them are the top 2 teams in the West.
I told you I like the Clippers to come out.
Yeah,
even though the Lakers are looking better. But I think the Clippers would gel at the end, maybe get an additional pickup. I think Doc would get somebody that they need. Mm-hmm. I don't know what part would that be now.
And at the end of the day, Clippers are going to be more rested because they've rested everybody already. The Lakers,
they're doing that.
Lakers ain't low management.
They're doing that. They're doing that Popovich. They're doing that Popovich shit where the Lakers are putting high mileage on their players.
Every single game they got them out there playing 100 miles an hour. So, what can you say about that? At the end of the season, we're going to find out who's more rested when it comes down to it. I still think having Lou Williams off the bench, though, is just such a huge advantage.
Sweet Lou.
Sweet
Lou. Yeah. Let me tell you something. When you got 2 girlfriends and they both know about each other and they with all that, you got to be called Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou.
You got to be called Sweet Lou. And with that, now we're going to jump right into the free plays, y'all, because our time is limited. I appreciate you guys for continuing to tune in to the Al York Sports Show. with my boy Noah Parker. Like I said, man, we can only give y'all nothing but the truth to help you guard, and that's why we go by the raw truth. If we go any other way, I won't do this show. I just won't. And if they won't let me get on because of this, I won't do it. I can't cross over. I don't know how to cross over. I just know how to be me. So to get to the point, let's go right to the free picks. Give them the record again for those who missed it.
23 wins, 17 losses, 58%.
Which ain't bad. If you look it up, I think if you go 50, what is it, 51.5? No.
Oh,
51.5, you break even.
Something like that. I don't know, 52.
So we way upon that number, and we giving these plays out free. So not only do y'all get to watch a real good show, you getting something with it. Free picks that is winning. So it's up to y'all if y'all want to utilize it. There's a lot of people that utilize us as a tool, meaning like if they like the play, they roll with it. If they don't like it, they leave it alone. Man, you do what y'all want, man. We here just giving it to y'all, man. All right, start over with the first play this week, Noah Parker.
You want to go to college?
Yeah, we go to the college. Start college first. We're giving out 4 plays this week, so let them know that just to make sure we're on the same page.
Georgia Bulldogs, and we're going to take the... Is that what we're
No.
going with? Oh,
we agreed to leave that alone.
We want to go against Burrow. Okay.
Yeah. We agreed to leave that alone.
We thought about it, but it was 7.5. That's why Georgia was 7.5. Now that it's down to 7. It's a scary game, but I would take the 7.5 if it was still 7.5 with Georgia. But we went with a game that's the ACC championship game. Virginia coming off a big win.
Make sure you mention my team that I picked in the beginning to win it all.
Right. Virginia coming off a big win, an emotional win. They beat Virginia Tech, which they hadn't won in 15 years. They won that game last week against Virginia Tech in a close battle that went back and forth. They won at the end. They celebrated on the field like they won the Super Bowl. They was out there popping champagne.
They let their load out. They shot their load.
That was their game.
Yeah, they shot their load.
Going into this game, they know they're not the better team. Everybody knows it. They might come out thinking they can win this game, but when they get punched in the mouth and they down 14 right away in the first quarter, and then they down 31-3 at halftime.
Trevor Lawrence, baby.
I can see Clemson running away with this game.
You see them up. You say you see them up by the cover by half.
I can see them up there, 31-3.
I can see them up 21, like 21-7, 28-7 at the half.
Okay.
But it still leads to the cover.
Right. I think they get punched in the mouth. They lose by 5 touchdowns or more.
Okay.
So it's minus 28, 27.5. If you can find around town.
Clemson Tigers, baby.
Clemson to blow them out first game on Saturday, college football.
Yeah, mark that down. Clemson Tigers.
Goose says Clemson by 30. So
okay.
you with us.
At least 30, Goose. We don't want that close. We don't want nobody sweating for this money. We want to be up 44-some points, give them a backdoor touchdown, win by 38 points or something. Game number 2, we got the Denver Broncos at the Houston Texans. The line is -9, 9.5 for the Texans. Texans came off a huge game against the New England Patriots, where they beat them outright 28-22, which was their Super Bowl.
Yep.
They haven't beat New England in 10 years. I see them coming out flat this game. Not saying they won't win, but I see them coming out flat. And Denver, with the new quarterback lock for Missouri, looked kind of good last week. Their defense is playing kind of good. I see Denver covering these 9.5 points. Do you see the same?
I can see it closer than 9. One possession win. Yeah, Denver plus that big number. To me, that's a good play. Coming off a big win like last week, you have an emotional letdown. It's just natural.
Yeah, it's natural. And especially when you beat the Super Bowl champs.
You beat the champs.
And O'Brien's first win against his ex-teammates.
Right. So to me, yeah, give me them points with Denver
all day. Okay, so now we go into game number 3. We going to the Sunday night game. The New York Football Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. The line is 9.5 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Tell them what we doing. Whatever he say, we spoke about.
Eli Manning. This could be his last hurrah here. I think he's done after this year, no matter what. They're throwing him in there because Danny Dimes got hurt. 9.5 points is a lot of points. I think it goes to 10. Really do.
Right.
I think by Sunday morning.
Might go to 10.5.
I think by Sunday morning, people are gonna take. Hey, I'm taking the Giants plus the big number. My boy Al York agrees with me. I think they cover that number. They've been underperforming all year.
I hate taking bad teams. There's an old saying: you take bad teams, you get bad results.
Oh yeah, they use different.
But I want a bad result, losing by 7.
Right.
I'm thinking that's the result I'm gonna get.
Yeah, it's a rivalry. I mean, it's a rivalry game.
I mean, we could tease the Eagles also.
Right, divisional rivalry. Yeah. I think the Eagles have been underperforming I mean, really all season. They had a couple big wins against my Bills, and the Cowboys. But at the same time, I see that number being way too high. Give me the Giants plus the 9.5, or plus 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna see 10. So wait up for that. Wait till Sunday. It's definitely gonna go up. It's not gonna go down. People are gonna come in, betting the Eagles hard. The Eagles lost 3 in a row, and they still in the playoff hunt. They 1 game behind the Dallas Cowboys. So everybody and their mother gonna tease the Eagles down. Money line, take them. I think it's a good spot to take the 9.5, 10.5 points. Do your thing on that. Don't go too hard though. Don't go too hard. Buy that. Yeah, Goose, you could buy the half, but I don't think you got to buy it, Goose. I think they're going to bet them. They're going to bet them. We only on Thursday. They're going to bet them up. And last but not least, the two-team 7-point teaser. We going to Monday night.
Okay.
This could be a trap game for the Seattle Seahawks. They got them, pick them against the Rams. Me and you learned our lesson. We didn't bet money that night, but we liked the Rams for whatever reason. And they got crushed by Lamar Jackson in the ground pound.
Thank God I didn't play that game.
Crushed. Thank God, too. But I did play it on my account as far as like my betting service, but not the money. But still, that's a loss for me. It's no excuse. It's a loss. I'm not doing that mistake again. So we're going to tease the Rams to +7. The line is pick 'em. You put the 7 points, Seattle Seahawks +7 on Monday night. Seahawks +7 on the 7-point teaser. And then we're going to back that up. We're going to go to Who Dat Nation. Tough game. Saints at home waiting for the Niners. I'm a little scared of this game because the Niners just came from a brutal game against the Ravens.
In the weather, right?
So a lot of people might give them might let them slide if they don't show up this game because of that brutal game. Between the weather, the heavyweight bout, etc. But I still like the Niners bringing up the +10 at +3. So here go your 4 picks. You got the Denver Broncos +9.5, maybe 10. It might even go up to 10 late. You got the Giants +9.5, 10. Wait till Sunday, get these picks in late. These picks are going to go up. You got Clemson Tigers -28.
His pick to win it all.
Yeah, that's my team to win it all, but he liked Clemson more, but I'm riding with him. And last but not least, the 2-team 7-point teaser, Seattle +7, Niners +10. And with that, that's your free plays, gentlemen. Make sure you guys capitalize. Do what you got to do with it. Get that money. We at 58%. No Parker. Tell them before we hang up, baby.
Hey, share the video. Keep on supporting Al York Sports Show. Keep on making money off these free plays. Y'all have a great week.
Yeah, my boy Suge said Sunday night Seahawks.
Right.
Suge, I don't care. They play Wednesday night. Bring them up to +7. All right, my brother? Shout out to Syndicate Radio TV, Vegas Divas, the Champ D Beeman. Shout out to all of y'all turning into us and let us do what we do. Shout out to the people making money off our bets. And even a shout out to the dude that was being messed up today while we was doing our show. You know why? Because I'm going to keep it constructive. Because that negative stuff is not going to get me out on what I do. So, homie, if you're going to ride with us, you ride. Ain't nobody ignoring you, but we going to keep going. God bless y'all. We love y'all. Tune in next week. Noah Parker, Al York Sports. Love y'all, man. Let's get it.